Okay, now let's write a program to convert days into years, months and days. Okay, so let's put the comment to convert days into years, months and days. Okay, hash include iostream.h, hash include on io.h, void main, open braces, close braces. Okay, int number of days. This will contain the total number of days that has been entered by the user. Days, this will contain uh, the days that is there in Numb Days after removing the year and months. Months will contain the number of months, and years will contain the total number of years. Okay, so now clear screen and see out prompt, enter the total days. Okay, see in, so the value that is entered will be stored in Numb Days. Okay, Numb Days. So Numb Days Numb days is equal to days, years is equal to days divided by 365. Now whatever is the result of days divided by 365 will go into decimal places, and that will be stored in years. But since years is of type int, the decimal part will be ignored, so we'll be left with the number of years only. Okay, great. Now days is equal to days percent 365. Now here days will be divided by 365, and that will be stored, the remainder part will be stored in days. So now next statement would be months is equal to days divided by 365. Sorry, not 365, 30. Of course, now here we are assuming that every month will have only 30 days. We are not going to keep track of 31 days, 30 days, 28 days, 29 days kind of thing. And so the months will contain the quotient of days by 30, and days will be days percent 30. So days will be divided by 30 and the remainder will be stored in days. Okay. So now we have actually calculated the number of years, months and days. So now let's display it. So see out number of days. This will contain the total number of days, then days. Okay, now this would be a string. Days is equal to days. Okay, then um, months, again months is equal to months, and then years, years is equal to years, then get ch wait, and that completes our program. Now let's run this and see what happens. So let us say 1005 days. So you have 1500 and 1510 days is equal to 20, months equal to 1, years equal to 4. So 4 years, 1 month and 20 days. Okay. Now what I'm wondering is, why is it showing 1510 days? Okay. So num days. Now, okay, here we accepted the num days and we have updated it with days, which doesn't make sense. So actually what we should do is days is equal to num days. What has been entered, that we need to store it in days. Okay, let's see now. Again 1005, 2 years, 9 months, 5 days. So 2 years, 9 months, 5 days. Okay, so it's coming properly. Excuse me. Now let's display it properly. Let's put total days equal to, okay, and let's put a new line character for all of them. Okay, new line character, so that each one of these goes to the next line rather than the same line. Okay, now let's see what happens. Let's say 365 days. So 365 days means 1 year, 0 months, 0 days. Great. Let's run it again. Let's say 300 and let's say 456 days. Okay, so that comes to 1 year, 3 months and 1 day. So great. So now it's perfectly working. Okay, I don't know why I ran it again. Anyhow, okay, so now we need to save it. So let's go to source and store the anyhow I've saved it. So let's save it again. Let's give it a proper name, days to no breakup days. Okay, source, okay, no name. Just now I entered it. File save as source. Okay, here break days. Okay, now file, quit.